everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of the Isle of Blythesmoth. As I turn my microphone down to stop it from clipping just a little bit. Hey! So before we go around and say hello to all of our wonderful people around the table, sorry for that cut out a second ago. Don't know what happened, but fortunately it happened before we started, so hopefully we'll be able to fend it off for the rest of the episode. Social links! Check out our Discord, Twitter, and YouTube. I can't spell social. Check out our social links, Discord, Twitter, and YouTube. Discord, come and be a part of the family. Twitter, send me a DM and I'll get you a game. And YouTube, you can go and catch up on the other 7 episodes of this series and all of the other series that we run on the channel. You may see some of these faces on some of the previous episodes of YouTube as well, as we've been doing things with these people for quite a while. There is a tweet. Go and retweet the tweet, so tweet the tweet, and all the tweet. I haven't actually updated my, I haven't stopped my camera from being on delay, have I? Hang on, let's just kill that for a second. That'll be back in a hot sec. Check out the tweet, go and retweet the tweet. Also check out our sponsors. Hero Forge, they've got a magnificent Kickstarter going on at the moment. They've just beaten $2 million and released their stretch goals for $2.1, $2.2, and $2.3 million. And let me tell you, we've got huge weapons, and the picture is of like a massive Gatling gun thing. There is multiple base objects either being released or the ability to put more than one on one base. And that's a thing as well. And at 2.3 million, there's additional mounts and the pictures of someone riding a bear. So let's try and get the next 300k done really quickly. I mean, if anyone in chat's got a free 300k, they can just chuck it.
I backed it, so I'm in.
You're in, yeah. Also check out Mage Hand Press. Mage Hand Press recently released the Dark Matter in hardback. Dark Matter is a space book for 5e. So if you like space and you like D&D 5e, it is a book for you. Everything you need to run a campaign in space or yeet your current campaign into space, as it's fully compatible with everything else 5e. Also check out the Deck of Many. The Deck of Many, who made the wonderful Deck of Many Things that said just draw randomly. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Kayla, it's you.
It's just me! That card is following me!
I just cut the deck. Like,
that card is following me and I don't like it! Death is coming for me!
You can see these cards move as you animate them. This one's particularly spooky. I shuffle this regularly as well. Like, I shuffle when I'm role-playing sometimes, just casually, and...
I don't like it. That card's following me.
It's you. Jesus. Also, the Humblewood setting for 5e. Humblewood may or may not just feature on next season's Academy. I might have already been looking at some poster art for it. Who knows? Things coming. That's all the sponsors. That's me. That's the... Kayla, how you doing?
Well, perfectly spooked out now that you've shown me that card, but, I'm doing okay. Hi, everybody. I am that Kayla person. You can find me on the Twitters. I lurk around on Twitch. I have leather on my arms now. We're memeing because Kent is back. And if you want to see more of me, I play on Monday nights in Tact and Diplomacy, which is a thing. God damn. It's a thing. Oh my god. I like had dreams that night about it. Like, Kayla, it was like
to drive you mad. Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question that I'm gonna ask you in private?
Oh, okay.
On a percentile scale, how likely are you actually to watch the whole thing back? Honestly. Right
before, I was more of like a 60-40, probably not. Now it's more of like a 90-10. I will.
What if I told you that we might not do the ending with everyone in the group chat? We might do the ending in a whisper.
You will not! You will not! We were all talking about how we didn't want to do whispers, how it would be so nice if we could do it just everybody together.
Hello, that is clickbait.
Oh, my heart. Oh, my heart.
There will be an ending with everyone.
I mean, yeah. It's a thing. Just go watch it. Go into Discord. hop in there. There's a lot of spoilers. Just click on all the things and read everybody's stuff. It's a thing. Say, here, watch this, then go do that. We love you. I'm gonna go have a panic attack again. You just go on to the next person.
Hey, Kai.
Hi. Kayla, don't have a panic attack. We need you. Hi, my name is Kai. I am academic on Twitter. I am here on this channel every Wednesday for the rest of this campaign. If you want to know more about me, check out my card, which is in my pinned tweet, and click on all the colorful little buttons on there to see where else I hang out on the internet.
Oh. Well, we'll go around next to the meme lord himself. Hey, Ken. Ken, why do you have so many advantages? Oh, I remember. Yeah, carry on.
Hi there. How's it going? Kent Weebs here. First stream, first dream, first meme. I played D'Artagnan, as Madame Gandalf calls it, or D'Artagnan, the way I pronounce it. Today's gonna be a fun day. I am nervous as heck because I was gone last week, and I don't know what's going on. So I might have a first stream because I may stream on the Twitch world, but we don't know. Anyway, excited, good times. Also, Luca, body, bye-bye.
What a great
Hi.
segue.
I'm Bonishka here and on Twitter, and I play Luca. That's the only place you can find me. I think we're in for a good time tonight. Shelby.
Oh,
That's baby Shelby.
hi, it's me.
I feel like we're doing that popcorn reading. Did you guys do that in school?
Oh, God.
Hated
Yeah.
it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Shelby. Poor Shelby. Well, we'll get to Shelby eventually. When we get to Shelby. For right now, though, I believe, starting off, let's catch up with what Kent is doing and have a little whisper with him, shall we?
Hello, DM. How are you?
It's just you and me, Kent. We can say whatever we want now. Scrat can't stop us.
Scrat can't stop us now. My channel now. Welcome to the Kent Academy. Just kidding. Oh my
The
god.
Kent Academy. He's gonna hear this back, and we're gonna.
Oh,
be
it's
in
gonna
so much
it's gonna
trouble.
get clipped. It's gonna get clipped, and Kent Weaves will never come on the Kent Academy, Scrat Academy again.
you've already made all the posters, put up the sign,
It's
covered
already
it all
there.
up.
It's already there.
Kent, yeah.
We got this. Welcome on in.
All right. Well, when we last saw you, you decided to instead stay up top, and not go down.
Yes.
Everybody went down. We saw everybody descend into the darkness behind the bookcase. You and Ella had decided to stay together. Skip Hop to
Oh,
keep
Ella
watch.
came with. Cool.
Ella stayed with you, yeah.
Which is weird because isn't Ella like kind of bound to Kai right now, or Javier?
No, that is Eli. Eli is a little interested in Javier, from what you can tell, but not like
No, I get you. Vast.
a vast. Thou art. Totally. All right.
I'm ready when you are.
You watch them descend down into the darkness and kind of disappear. Ella eventually doesn't close it all the way, but kind of closes it a little bit. She's just kind of like settles in and starts rummaging around, looking through stuff. You've been in this room before. It's all the walls are covered in all of this thieves' cant that's just prayer upon prayer upon prayer, and it's really hard to read and pick out what the words are, but you know they're generally prayers to something. And of course, there's a symbol that's on the door. It's just
It's
you
the same symbol that you've been
seeing everywhere.
known to
yeah.
love, the windmill sign house thing or whatever it is.
Yep. It's still there. You guys are sitting there for a while. It's pretty quiet. Eventually, Ella returns. She's gone through pretty much everything in this place, as she is and to do, and scavenged whatever she could. And you see her step back down. She's got all the arrows that she's stuffing into her quiver and looking over stuff. And she kind of settles in, just leans back. I wanted to say, I'm just, I'm sorry about my brother. I know you were kind of looking at him, you were interested in stuff, but he's an idiot.
Avast, I was only looking for mere specimen reasons. I don't see many, or...
Half-orc?
Half-orcs, yeah.
There you go.
I usually just see the, full orcs, and not too many. It's a weird, an unusual thing for me to see half-orcs on my travels.
No, don't worry about it. We've always been looked at weird anyway.
But, like, not that weird. I'm just like, ooh.
Well, we've been looked at weird, trust me. Growing up in a brothel, surrounded by lots of pretty ladies, and then all of a sudden here comes two ugly kids running down the middle of the bar. We get looked at weird. Anyway, for what it's worth, sorry about my brother.
Well, I mean, look at Javier. Very intriguing specimen.
Yeah, what the hell is Javier, exactly?
Pure amazement, Avast.
Really?
Thine?
Right, yeah. Are you okay, by the way? I mean, I don't mean to be rude and pushy and nosy or anything like that, but are you okay? I mean, you lost all of that stuff, and you had that whole thing with Shelby, and I just wanted to make sure you're all right. You're all right, right?
I mean, life has its ups and downs, and sometimes it's more down than up. But you gotta keep the smile going, and every day is a new adventure to see what comes and what happens, and Shelby should never have done that.
I mean, he's a good friend for what it's worth. I mean, it's a nice thing that he did.
For sure. Just...
Did he do your earring too thing? Oh no, wait, that was for you talking to Father Swan, wasn't it? You do know that's gone too. It's not there no more.
Interesting. Player-wise, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, that's it fell off while we were walking. I didn't know if you noticed or not.
Oh.
It's probably not good.
Looks like I've completely dark from everyone. That earring is it's a communicational device which transcends brains or mental capacities and stuff. Nifty trick, nifty thing.
Kind of wish we still had it so we could still talk to them and check on where they are, but whatever. Guess it'll be fine, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're a captain, right?
I think I still have a ship.
Oh, you think?
I mean, am I still a captain?
What, you asking me? Oh, you were still a captain.
I am a captain. Captain D'Artagnan Storm, captain of the Sapphire Winds. Won it in a bet.
Right. Oh, okay. Okay, well, bear with me on this, all right? So, my brother, believe it or not, you're getting kind of lucky. not being his target of interest. Guy is real book smart, right? He's crazy smart. But he's not, like, street smart. That's more my job. I kind of, I'm the one that gets us jobs and stuff like that. Now, I know an opportunity when I see one. So, listen here. If I can pry him off of Javier, maybe once we get off this island and get all this stuff sorted out, maybe we go with you on your crew. I can be your boatswain. I don't want to take first mate. I know that's already Shelby's. I'm not going to take that from him.
Shelby is a first mate among first mates. I have many first mates of positions.
He keeps
that
the
could
boat
be-
sailing. I know that.
He keeps it floating. He keeps it floating with that kazoo thing of ass.
And I'm not going to get in the way of that. He can be the first mate. But
I mean, we do need a street smart mate.
I'm just saying, I can do a boatswain stuff. I've been on a ship before. My brother's kind of, he does stuff. And hell, if you want, after this is done, I can even go find Jackson. He could be a navigator for you.
Only if he sleeps.
Wait, you said that before. You said that something was wrong with him before. He didn't sleep, and you put him to sleep.
Right. When we met him on the ship with Captain, what was his name? Captain Goodlooking, Captain Gray Daddy, Captain
Gray Daddy. Well.
What was his name?
Captain Thornton.
Ah, right, Captain Thornton with his peppered hair. Yes. He looked like he didn't sleep for days because of something. Could have been what was going on this island, could have been worrying for you and Eli, could have been a lot of things. But
Really?
It looked like he had bags upon bags on his eyes. He was crazed a little bit. So Shelby was like, "You need sleep. You need some sleep." And
See, that's not the Jackson I remember.
how do you remember Jackson?
Jackson was quiet, mostly kept behind his books and stuff like that. He was another brothel kid like the rest of us. But his mom was one of the top sellers in the place. So he had a lot of money to kind of throw around at places and was able to get a decent education, hence why he's a navigator. But he was just always kind of quiet and didn't really do much of anything. Wasn't paranoid. He was, hell, if anything, he was the one keeping me and Eli from punching the hell out of each other.
Well, time kind of changed that. He's very paranoid lately.
Really?
Seemed like it. He doesn't even make his own bed anymore.
This whole thing is weird, honestly. I don't know. I don't really got a good feeling about it. That's not the Jackson I knew, and was there anything on the ship that you think might have caused it? Granted, I haven't seen him for like a year now. He's been doing that job for like, I don't know, a couple months.
Kayla, can I do like an insight check on my memory about the time on that ship? Oh, because
Yeah.
it was only like, what, like a day and a half travel? Like, so, I don't know.
For you, I would say it's been about 2 to 3 days for you guys since you've been on the boat, but yeah, I'll let you do it.
Okay, because how long were we on that boat to get to Blythesmoth?
It was a full day,
okay, so
24 hours.
24 hours. I'm gonna do an insight check. Okay, normal roll. Let's see what that did. Okay, 18.
Okay. You take a moment to think back over being on the ship. The first thing you really remember about the ship was First of all, the captain was very odd. He was very charming, but there was that tattoo that was on the back of his neck. That was the same symbol that you've seen all
Right.
around the island.
And
On
everyone
top of
had that symbol. Everyone had that symbol. Oh my god, is this like a sorry. Is this like a Treasure Planet kind of thing? Where like there was part of the crew and even like the captain is like a little bit evil?
I don't know.
Oh,
You just
sorry.
saw that symbol, and then you also saw in his room a somewhat ceremonial dagger,
Right, the dagger.
and there was a small, like, shrine set up. Or no, it wasn't even a shrine, was it? It was just the carving of that symbol again in his room.
It was the carving. Yeah. Oh my god, this is like episode 1 stuff. My brain doesn't go that far.
It was last year. It was 2019. Whole different year.
Imagine in 2019. Sorry. Okay. So I'll just say, okay, back. I'll relate that information to Ella and then be like, so I think this windmill thing, we've already determined it's kind of like a cult. I've asked.
I mean, it seems.
Ceremonial blades.
I thought it was smugglers, but it could be cult if you think.
I mean, in all my time of captaining and of exporting and importing, I've never come across really that symbol. And I know my thieves can't, because I'm a well-trained person.
Rogue. You're a thief. It's okay. You don't have to hide it from me. I stole a bunch of shit.
Ella, I am not a rogue. I am a swashbuckler. Okay. I'm a captain of a great
Swashbuckler,
ship.
rogue. We can same
Right.
terms. Let's go with that. All right.
I like your style, though, Ella. You've got good vibes, I think.
Well, thanks.
Yeah.
I like your vibes too, for
thanks.
what it's worth.
Do you want to maybe like walk the perimeter and talk? Maybe see what's going on the outside? Because it's a little boring out here.
Sure,
We're
we just
we're
can't
just-
be spotted by those monster things.
Wait, what time is it? Is it daytime? Is it nighttime?
You can peek outside of the place and see it's a little bit before dusk.
Those candles might be lit again
Or
soon.
no, not dusk. Other way.
Dawn.
A little bit before sunrise, yes.
Dawn. Okay. Yeah, we should do a pre-morning check around the perimeter. See if there's any crazies that we could just like spot out for. See how the tide looks. Wait, how close are we to the ocean right now?
Oh, we're pretty far in from the ocean. You're still, if you want to look at the map in
Yeah, I
Roll20,
need to.
yeah. You're there where I'm pinging.
Where I can't even see your ping. Hold on.
I'll
Okay.
just keep pinging.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. You're pretty far in mainland still. I mean, you can hear the seagulls, but you can't. The sea is much more distant, essentially.
All right. Yeah, let's do a perimeter check. Plus, I need to stretch my feet a little bit. It's kind of dank in here. Damp in here. Damp.
Moist.
Common is a hard language.
Avast. She'll get up and join you, kind of full of her things on. Wanna make me a stealth roll?
Of course. This is where my +9 to stealth goes shit.
You got this. That's sleight of hand, sir.
Fuck.
There you go.
Okay. 19.
You guys are pretty sneaky. You guys sneak up top. And you start walking around, trying to be careful. She kind of like takes the lead and leads you over towards the forest so you can at least walk within the trees and everything. And you do a lap. She leads you further away from where the city is, knowing that place is going to be heavily populated. And she turns you around. You guys walk back down along the path and end up back in that same little clearing. Didn't see a whole lot other than the few dwindling lights you can see out in the forest, still getting snuffed out occasionally. And so as you guys are circling back, she kind of pauses for a moment and then quickly grabs the back of your clothes and pulls you behind a tree, just as you're going to turn back to go back to the lighthouse, or to the not the lighthouse, the windmill.
The windmill.
Yeah. She kind of pulls you behind a tree, and you guys pause for a moment, and you see 3 figures hurrying down the path, heading right for the windmill, and then they duck down inside of it.
My first thought is to like shout in my mind, guys! But then I'm like, we have to go back.
Noticeably, it was 3 figures, not 4. Right, you want to sneak in there? Or do you want to just bust in?
There's 3 of them. There's Shelby, Luca, Javier, Eli. Eli's a good fighter, right? Or no? No, book smart man, huh?
No, he's pretty good with his sword. He's just very technical about it. He does a little bit of magic on the side.
Does a little bit of the...
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go stealthy. Kind of see how the situation goes.
Right. Okay, we can do this. Alright. Right. We can do this.
Yeah, we can totally do this. They don't call me totally do this captain for nothing.
Do they really?
No, no one does.
Okay, well.
Maybe Shelby does. Shelby might. Shelby would.
If we get on the ship, I'll start calling you that and make you better.
Alrighty. What kind of roll do you want me to do?
Let's do another stealth check.
Okay. So.
Ooh. Okay. Together, the 2 of you creep across, and it kind of makes sense that you're not as stealthy. You're literally crossing an open field as you head back over towards...
It's like, we're just like, don't look at us. Don't look at us.
Don't stay really low.
No.
Ella's
as I'm
pretty
like blue
big.
And glistening, like it's like shiny blue, sparkly, and Ella's all big and green. We're doing great.
I mean, you're doing all right for the most part. Like, you're not drawing much attention to yourself. It was a little bit more heavy-footed this time around, as she's kind of crunching along on these dead weeds that cross this field. But the 2 of you go back over.
I just turned to Ella. I'm like, Ella, lightly. Tread lightly.
Right, sorry. It's old habits.
No, it's fine. Stealth is a learned thing.
Right, okay.
You've got this, girl.
I got this.
You got this.
Got this.
I may be shiny and glistening in this sunlight, but we can be stealthy if we need to be. Avast, let's go.
Just don't avast a little quieter.
Avast, let's go.
You guys head over and you kind of creep up towards the entrances. Before you even hit the entrance of the little cubby hole, you can already hear yelling and shouting, and it is not voices that you recognize, but you hear 2 voices specifically just yelling and shouting and arguing with each other about, this is all your fault. I can't believe you did this to us. This isn't my fault. I didn't do anything. We're going to get caught. And if we get caught, it's not because of me. It's because of you, Hilda. No, it's not my fault. I didn't do anything. I was being perfectly quiet. And they're just going back and forth with each other.
I don't... Hilda. Do I know a Hilda? Was there anyone on the ship named Hilda? Was there anyone that worked with Father Swan? Oh my god.
Not that you know of.
So this is fully new character development?
Eventually you hear both of them get shut up, both of you. I need to do some work. I'm going to contact the sister and find out what she knows. And you hear both of them kind of grumble under them. Yes, Your Majesty.
All
right, fine,
Ella.
whatever, Sloane.
Ella, There might be royalty here.
Don't think that's what they meant. Shorts.
Sloane
For a
and
moment,
Hilda.
you hear a murmuring, a quiet murmuring. Before eventually there's a disgruntled, all right. It seems they've only gotten 4 of them. 2 of them are somewhere else on the island, and the twins are still in play too. We need to go find them.
All right, with that, is there any good hiding places that I can like drag Ella to?
You
Within the
could
vicinity?
make a run back towards the forest, or you can hop quickly into the actual windmill itself. This is sort of like the side building beside, like a kind of like a storage area where you guys have been hiding, but the actual windmill itself that's kind of deteriorated from the storm.
Or do we fight them?
Hear more voices. Damien, listen. We're gonna get caught. You realize that, right, Damien? Sloane's being all sneaky and everything, but you realize we're gonna get caught because they're being too loud. Now, I, for one, don't want to be on the island when all of this shit goes down. So please, can we just leave this as it lies, go to the east side and catch a boat and leave? And there's a quiet moment, a quiet beat, before you hear, and you hear that same kind of dulcet tone. You're going to betray us. You're going to bleed. And there's another before you hear a rather large body hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies. Hilda. I bet it was Hilda. Or Sloane. Or Damien. There's 3 of them. Now there's 2. I'm just gonna. You know what? Frick it. There's 2 bodies dropped, and you said there were 3 figures in there.
So there were 3 figures, and you hear 1 body hit the floor.
You said 2.
You saw 3 people running in there.
All right.
There is a Damien, a Hilda, and a Sloane.
I'm gonna intimidate. I'm gonna yell. We've got you surrounded.
There's a scrambling inside that you hear.
Wait. Let me intimidate first. Let me intimidate too. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ella kind of stiffens up next to you.
surrounded.
What the hell are you doing?
Throw
You're
out your weapons.
And who are you to be making such requests?
I am the terror of the dawn.
Your name's D'Artagnan, isn't it?
The terror of the dawn, D'Artagnan Storm. Lay down your weapons or you'll feel the full wrath of us.
Is the other one with you? And Ella looks frantic beside you as she looks over. It's just, D'Artagnan, what are you doing? You need to get out of here.
Alright, I'm going to make a smoke fog appear and we can run for it. Okay?
Whatever you say.
Let's.
Shit, I think those monsters are coming.
Okay, we've got it. Frick. All right, I'm gonna use the fog cloud and like throw it in the general area, and it just happens. It's up to an hour. I have to concentrate.
Strangely, as you throw that down, you see Ella just wincing from pain in her head as she's kind of like looking around for the monsters. You don't feel that pain. think we're going to bring everybody else back in for their whisper, and we'll let you sit with that for a while.
Goodbye.
Hello.
So is Ken
What
dead?
did we miss?
Ken's totally dead. Don't worry
Okay,
about it. It'll be
good.
fine. Where we last left you guys had spent some time down in the tunnels and ended up finding the refugees of the island. Mostly the kids from the orphanage and the sister and a few adults. But you basically determined the adults are a bunch of shady people, kids are only to be trusted, let's get the hell out of here. And you went to go look for the runners, as it were. You guys had crossed underneath, through all the tunnels underneath, and ended up popping out on the other side of the island, underneath the city, crawled up. Eli had scouted ahead of you and joined back up with all of you. Only for you to realize you weren't seeing everything correctly. You ended up taking off your little trinkets, and you'd been tricked this entire time. You'd been seeing monsters, and they weren't actually monsters. How would you like to proceed?
Start first, and then get some info from the woman, right? If I remember correctly.
You want to go find D'Artagnan? I would find my sister too. But I'm thinking maybe we should get some help too from people around the city. Or at least warn them.
So you suggest we do move into the city before we find your sister?
We're here. We can at least do it while we're leaving. One of the two.
Javier kind of looks at Shelby and Luca and he's like, alright, but if the other two?
Look, we can go to the bar. Everybody goes to the bar in this damn place because there's a bunch of sailors. All they do is drink. We want everybody there, and then we head out.
Alright. But just a question. What are we warning them about? Exactly.
About a tunnel full of smugglers who apparently sent us in to kill everybody.
Yes.
It's making people see things.
That is true, but like, if we were the monsters and the monsters have been neutralized, then I don't know what the story is, but I will follow you, Eli.
Yes, it almost seems that we should get their experience rather than warning them. See where they've seen monsters, because that may take us to whoever's maybe at the bottom of this.
You okay, little guy? I'm gonna look over at you, Shelby.
A sacred flamed one.
Yeah. Yeah, I killed a couple too.
Please enjoy this Verizon ring backdoor while you're finding your shoes.
Is that Ken?
Yes, that's Ken.
Mute yourself!
Mute yourself, buddy.
You're not muted, but
You're not muted, buddy. And you can unplug afterwards. Thank you. Oh god. This is why I love Ken.
No.
This is why I love Ken. karma coming back to bite him in the butt. Anyway. So, you just want to go through the city, hurry up and get them? It's up to you guys what you want to do. I just kind of think we should warn people. I don't know.
Warn them not to kill monsters?
Warn them that there's people making other people think there's monsters. I don't know. We got these things, these little trinkets from Father Swan, right? Nobody else on this island has talked to Father Swan. Why would they see monsters?
Well, I'm assuming that there's something to do about them. Perhaps make anyone who isn't wearing one know.
It wasn't until I took it off that I didn't see monsters anymore.
Right. So they make us see the monsters, but also they make people who are not wearing one see the people who are wearing them as monsters. So perhaps we should warn them. I'm pretty sure that's right. Perhaps we should warn them to not kill monsters because they're not monsters.
I mean, we can try.
Doesn't seem like very good advice.
What is curious to me is that remember the ship when we were on the ship and we fished up one of the monsters or a half-dead version or something like that. Was that that's right? I'm remembering correct.
Yeah.
Yes. We were wearing the earrings. Was the entire crew wearing the earrings?
I don't know. I don't know. That Thornton guy, he's the one that took us over too.
He
seemed
did have
to-
a mark of the smuggler's ring in his neck.
But maybe he's not a smuggler.
No, I did not trust him either. He might use similar magic on his ship, since it's a magic ship anyways. But yeah, I think
Either way, we gotta do something now. We can't just stand here.
no, let us go to the bar. At least getting their side of the story might be fruitful.
Plus, they know me there. I can at least get us free drinks so we can drown Shelby's pain a little bit.
Shelby will need a lot of wine.
I'm sorry, Eli. So you had one of these trinkets and have seen monsters, but not here in the city in the bar.
This is the first time I've been in the city since I got here, back to the island. When I was a kid, I didn't see anything, but this
So
is the
you-
first time.
You're saying that the regulars in the bar will likely remember you because you often came here?
I grew up on the island, and the bar's up front for the brothel, and my mom worked in the brothel, so
All right.
I kind of grew up there. But we can head over there and at least, I don't know, warn people, figure out what the hell's going on. Kent's gone again. I don't know.
Let
He's-
us go then.
Please. Right, and he starts leading you through the cities and you're walking along. This place it's been cleaned up, but you know Father Swan had told you there hadn't been any new supplies coming to or from the island. It seems like because of that lack of supplies, they've had a hard time cleaning up. So the storm damage that had gone through like 2 months beforehand, it's still pretty evident on some of these buildings. Think like Katrina. Hurricane Katrina, and this is still like 2 years afterwards, stuff is still damaged and heavily damaged from this storm. And so you guys head through town. People just seem to be acting normal, trying to put together their lives again. You catch a quick glimpse down by the docks, and there are people trying to build a boat. But they don't seem monstrous at all. It's almost the same way that it was when you saw the other side of the island. People trying to fix stuff, acting like people. Just not monsters anymore. And he eventually leads you over to a kind of like a dive bar, essentially, a very seedy looking building. You even have to enter in through a side entrance in an alleyway. You guys head inside. The place isn't necessarily packed, but it is populated by enough people. And there's a man standing behind the bar. You see just his shoulders and his face. He's shorter, and for a moment you think maybe he's just a short guy. He's actually, from what you can tell, a very tall dwarf, standing about 5 foot. And he's got these big, thick mutton chops on the side of his face. And he's just cleaning up the bar. Eli leads you guys all in and heads over there. Hey, Malik. Long time no see. And the bartender kind of looks at him and, I knew you would be back in here someday. What the hell can I do for all y'all?
We should look at... Javier sort of looks at Eli like...
Eli kind of relays the message to him. And can we get some wine over here? Just a little bit. We got a bit of a problem we need to warn you, because you'll be able to get the word out much faster than anybody else. And he kind of looks everybody over one at a time, reaches over and sets a bottle down. And Eli slides it over towards you, Shelby.
Shelby.
Oh, no!
Oh.
So, Malik, got an issue. You haven't been seeing any monsters around here, have you? And Malik kind of stops and looks over you guys. Monsters. No, not really. Have you? And he's definitely eyeing you up and down, Javier. I mean, that's... You're probably the closest thing with all those tattoos. How the hell did you sit through all of that?
Well, I can assure you I am as close to human as is necessary.
I don't ask a lot of questions. Just impressed. The amount of time you spent sitting around.
Can I try to clip the earring back in again? Like the snake?
Are you trying to do it stealthily, or are you just openly just
I'm just
putting it back on?
openly doing it.
Yeah, you can do it easy enough.
Okay. I'm assuming there's a monster behind the bar.
The moment you put it onto your ear, that headache, instantaneous.
You go like,
And suddenly, Malik isn't Malik anymore. He is instead a rather broad, thick-looking crab with these 2 eye stalks that come up out of his head. barnacles all over that are just dripping blackness.
Is there anything that is there a shift in reaction of like the others?
Around you,
Mhm.
you actually would notice the others beside you, the rest of your party, also shift. They are now the same. Eli is now monstrous. Luca is a tiny terror.
Like normal.
I was wondering.
Shelby is drinking, but has this long little tentacle wrapped all the way around the cup. As it lifts it, he lifts up the drink and you see it going into like this beak-like mouth.
Okay. You guys, you don't see anything weird about me.
They talk, but when they talk, it is overlapping, and you can't hear them.
Oh, the gods, I will take this out. This is ridiculous. He takes it back out again.
Did we see Javier as Javier, or did Javier turn into a monster?
Javier stayed Javier the whole time. Just wearing an earring.
Did something change?
Not for us. No, so my theory is not correct.
That is slightly concerning. For if there are other people, they would have seen us as we are, doing what we did. You, Shelby, you were a small, cute little octopus. I want to give you that. But yeah, the three of you also changed. And I could not understand you anymore.
Well, that's concerning. So, look, long story short, Malik, something's going on the island, and more than the usual pirate shenanigans, and I just thought you should warn everybody, especially if they go down the smugglers' tunnels. And the barkeep kind of still is definitely looking at you strangely, Javier, for your whole display in front of him, but he just kind of nods a bit and then looks over. We already sent out some of the girls. They've been combing the island. Lights keep popping up out there. Don't like it. Messages buried in the dirt. You don't know anything about these messages buried in the dirt, do you?
Well, let's just say we are not the one who made them.
Right.
Do you know what any of those messages said?
A few of the girls brought a couple back to me. Something about the weak and weary. From the betrayed and forgotten.
Yes.
that?
The guy, the bartender, notices how heavy Shelby is hitting the drink and kind of reaches back and takes the second one down and puts that one next to the other one.
Can we put some context on that? Let's have a little look. Shelby is a 2'8" gnome that has drunk a pint of wine.
Do you want to make a Constitution roll? Okay,
Having no
you're
effect.
fine.
Better drink.
You're a pirate. You've been around D'Artagnan. D'Artagnan, you've already had to steal drinks from him in the past. This is nothing. Oh God.
Oh god.
Bravo, sir.
Shelby, I know you are having a very tough time, but we do need you. You are very important to us.
Supposed to be a healer.
Well, you have healed me, and you have healed so many people. I am pretty sure that the amount of people you have helped far outweighs the amount of people you have accidentally hurt.
Eli reaches over and kind of pats you on the shoulder.
Is there like water glasses around or something?
Yeah, you can get one easy enough.
Okay. I'll take one over to Shelby and just kind of try to pass it to him. Sometimes we all do things that we wish we couldn't, and there's not always anything we can do about that, but we are here to help people, and clearly there is something that they need to be helped from. And while we can't help everyone, unfortunately, some of them have already suffered the consequences. There are others that you can't help by sitting here and drinking.
Yeah, you're right.
I take the glass of water and start drinking a glass of water.
Barkeep takes the second bottle back and puts it back up.
Javier like goes like to the bartender like, good choice, good choice.
Look, Malik, you don't know anything about this betrayed business, do you? You're always sending out the girls. There's gotta be something. Malik kind of adjusts and he keeps cleaning for a minute and... I don't know. All of y'all keep talking about this. Like you'd done something. Seen something.
Well,
Toss him my earring.
Slides across the bar and he catches it and looks at it for a moment. What the hell is this?
Put it on and don't freak out.
He takes it, holds it up to his ear, and it bites and he kind of winces for a moment before looking back and ripping it off again. You guys have been seeing this? All across the island?
yes. We were informed that they were merely communication devices for us. And we were sent here with a story that there would be monsters and stuff. And as you can see, we definitely saw monsters.
Look, I'm not entirely thrilled about telling this story, but This island, right? You've heard all the stories about it being cursed. It's not really cursed so much. There are people trying to take this island back because they think it means something. I've been doing it for as long as I've been alive. And I've been alive for a while. My grandpappy told me, my dad told me about it. Now, guess I'm telling you. This whole betrayed business. We thought we'd snuffed them all out. But it seems we didn't. They work for a beheaded god. They think they can apply justice wherever the hell they see it. And it's their own brand of justice that they apply. Blood grudges, that kind of stuff. And you all have seemed to wander right into it. Got any idea who's behind it?
One.
Because I would sure love to end him.
Oh, you would have to get in a very long line already, but I will give up a earlier spot for you.
Appreciated.
So, I have a question.
Yeah.
What is the deal with the lighthouse?
Your guess is as good as mine.
How long has it been like that?
Since the storm.
Since the storm.
See, I thought it was just my ears. But that storm was real shady. A lot of people died. All the ships that were in port got destroyed. So no one could leave the island. No one can get on, no one can get off. And a lot of people turned up dead. In their own beds. And not from crushed houses or things flying in the window. Just dead. If you ask me, I think the betrayed think they're carrying out their own brand of justice by taking back this island. Just to prove to some screwed up god that justice is out there. As long as you're the judge and jury.
Malik, you are a people person, are you not? Being a bartender.
I'm real warm and cuddly.
Well, that is not necessarily what I mean. What I mean is that you have an eye for people.
Yeah.
And, or from what I hear, a very good memory. So what I want to ask you is, have you ever encountered somebody who has a scar around here?
Few. Fair few. All in that same place.
What,
Well, they didn't start popping up until about a year ago.
about a year ago? Well, that seems to check out. Do you remember what they looked like?
All kind of manner of people. The good sister down at the orphanage had one.
Yes.
There was one short dwarf. Hilda was her name. Kept coming in and out all the time.
Perhaps a tiefling?
I didn't see any tiefling. But there was one that I noticed coming in and out. Another one. Halfling, short guy. Went by the name of Damien. Kept trying to talk to the girls until I told him no.
And nobody else. You have not
A few
seen-
others, occasionally. But, for the most part, it was always those ones that stuck out to me.
You have not seen them recently.
Not for a while. 2 months. Isn't that strange? There was one more that I saw. Real charming guy. Had a tattoo on the back of his neck.
Was he... Was he a human?
Yeah,
Other, a bit of a, I would say, a silver fox?
nailed it. I'm sure you've met him, probably.
Oh yes, I have met him.
Looks like we got a big hit list.
I am just missing one person. He looks at Eli and Shelby and Luca, and he's like, well, what would you like to do? We know there are 2 of them in this city, but there is also Dart.
I'd kind of like to go get my sister. If you don't mind.
You need to get the earring off them. They don't know.
D'Artagnan won't have that earring anymore. Will he? Everything broke on him.
Better to be safe.
Fair enough.
Yes, reuniting the party does seem to be the first logical step, and then after that, to potentially have a conversation with some of these folks with the scar. Perhaps, get one on their own and persuade them to give us information.
And maybe after that we should pay a small visit to the lighthouse.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Alright. Malik, you have been most gracious as a host, and we are very thankful for your information.
Eli drops a few coins on there before you see Malik go, hey. Eli rolls his eyes and drops a few more. Take care of yourself, old man. You guys turn and head out of the bar. I think that is where we will take our break.
Yay!
Or Shelby. I feel so bad for Shelby every time I have to hurt Shelby.
You did this, Kayla.
I did this. I picked this from the very beginning.
Oh, well, at least it gets better from here.
Revenge.
Gave him a pep talk.
So everyone, we're going to take a break. We're going to take 5 minutes to stretch, take a bio, grab a drink. I'm actually going to see if there's any snacks in the house because I'm starving. And we'll be back in around 5 minutes. Do as we do. See you soon. Bye.
Just can't know it's a break.
Oh, probably not.
I will tell him.
Cancel the break.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you had a great break. We certainly did. Let's hand right back over to Kayla.
And we're going to go into Whisper with Kent. And figure out what's going on with that boy over there. That charming little blonde boy. So.
Hi.
Ella's still
D'Artagnan.
missing.
Okay.
You have a
So
cloud
Ella
of
is-
mist going up around you. People down below you are challenging you back in return.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So Ella is frantically migraining. Okay.
She feels that migraine coming on.
One of the three, Hilda, Sloan, or Damien, has hit the floor.
Mhm.
And my companions are somewhere else, and I can't get into contact with them because of my team speak is gone.
Yep.
All right.
Bucket
All
fam. We're doing it live.
Doing it live. Let's go. Welcome to Kent Weaves Academy.
God damn it.
No, but seriously. Okay, so I'm just gonna look at I'm gonna look at Ella and be like, can you run?
Yeah, of course I can.
How's your head?
It hurts. They're coming nearer. I don't know where.
Weirdly, my head doesn't hurt.
What?
Yeah. I'm good up here.
What? That doesn't make any sense. We don't have time. We don't have time.
All right.
Fine.
Okay, so I threw some smoke in there with my magical powers that I have. I'll commit cloud. It's cloud life. Sorry. All right. Should we run? Can you fight right now, or would that
I can
hurt more?
fight. I can fight fine. I just got a headache. One of those things are coming. You hear down below. We can still hear you. We're coming up for you. Don't think you're going to be getting away.
All right.
And you hear them slow. I mean, there's like a little bit of banging into stuff. It's still a smuggler's den. But they are going to come up towards you.
You said there's a way that we could somehow sneak into a offshoot of the windmill or something?
The windmill itself is there's a door. It's hanging off the hinges currently.
Oh, because they're in the smuggling cave.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Ella, we're gonna bolt it into the windmill, and maybe try to find some hiding or some higher ground or some advantage point to maybe fight them.
Right, we can do this.
We've got this. We've got this.
You lead the way, Captain.
I'm just gonna make an athletics roll to see how athletical I am on this adventure.
Give me a. Do you want to do it athletically? You'll get in there faster, but if you do it stealthily, you might not be followed.
All right, I will do it
You will
stealthily.
go slower, but you will not be followed.
No, you're right. That's a great idea. 14.
Okay.
Could I?
Let's see.
Or no, I didn't call it out already. So
If you want to use an advantage, you can use an advantage.
I have like 47 advantages. I don't
Yeah.
think it's right. No. Let's play this out right now. Oh, Ella rolled an 11.
I can just tell Scrat.
No, we're good.
Okay.
This is stealthy enough, right?
You quickly are trying to dart away, and you slip in through this door. You slip in first, and then Ella follows behind you, and it's pretty dark in here. So it's kind of hard to see, get around. But there is the usual kind of equipment lying all over the place. It is not seen a lot of use, and you can tell it's a similar situation to what was happening in the lighthouse on the other side of the island. This place is not structurally sound, so climbing it is probably not advised. But there is a lot of equipment that you can dodge behind and hide behind.
Sounds good.
Once you're inside, Ella pulls an arrow and knocks her bow and is sitting there ready just in case.
I'll kind of Okay, you know how the door... What way does the door open?
Currently, there is no door on it.
Okay.
It's just kind of dangling off one hinge at the top, but like half of it is sort of covered up towards the top.
I want to kind of like press myself up to like a side of the door frame.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, like when someone enters the room, I can easily like... So
Easy
would that be
enough.
like a stealth check again?
We'll let the stealth carry over for this one.
All right.
So the two of you kind of like back up against the wall, standing right beside the door, just holding position.
I'm just going to whisper to Ella, don't make a sound.
Right. And there's a little bit of a quiet lull, and then you hear footsteps. Not just coming up, but you also hear footsteps running across the field as well. Heavy footsteps across the dried grass as they're hurrying towards you, and you hear more voices.
Do I
People
recognize-
voices.
Could I perception to see if I know the voices?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, time for a perception check. 18.
You don't recognize the voices, but as they're getting closer, you see Ella wincing a little bit more from the pain. And you kind of listen harder for a moment. They're calling out calls to each other. Surround it that way, that way. Get out your weapons. You hear a couple of swords unsheath.
Either we're in bigger trouble, Ella, or we're in really big trouble.
I don't know, I hear the monsters out there.
Maybe the
Take a look.
monsters will take out the twosome.
You want to have a look?
Sure. Yes, let's go. So I'm gonna peer out the window. Like, is there any like little peephole that I could check through in this room, or is this room kind of like?
There is, because this place is so damaged, some of the rocks have kind of fallen out of the walls. So there is a small hole in one of the walls that you could just get your eye up to and look through. Just as you're moving into position to look out there, you hear the first clangs of metal against metal as there's fighting starting outside. Spell goes off, large burst of light. You kind of like repel back for a moment, but you look out again, and it is people fighting other people. There's 3 or 4 ladies out there. The voices that you had heard calling out, get your weapons. And they are fighting with the other 2.
So I see people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ella, can you take a look out the window for me, or this hole? What do you see?
She looks out there. Again, another spell goes off from the tiefling. And she kind of repels back for a moment before shaking her head. They're fighting those monsters out there on our side.
So you see monsters.
Yeah, they're fighting like 3 monsters out there, those 2.
They're
They're yelling
fighting
at us.
3 people.
That's not what I see.
You think your head hurts because something is manipulating your perception?
Maybe. I don't know. It's like a halfling and a tiefling out there.
Okay, Kayla, what did I see? 3 women? 2 women? And
You saw 3 women fighting, and then you saw the halfling and the tiefling.
the halfling and the tiefling, I'm assuming, are the Damien or Sloane and Hilda, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna do something really stupid. Since I perceive them as human, I'm gonna go and
You see Damien get cut down by two of the ladies as they both surround him on both sides. And they dig their swords into him and just take them out, and he's stiffens before falling to the ground. And it's just Sloane who is throwing all manner of spells.
I'm going to go out and just yell "stop" and see who turns around. This might be stupid, but like I feel like this is kind of like what Dart would do if he sees humans fighting like humans instead of monsters.
Give me a persuasion check.
Okay.
You want to use an advantage?
Yes.
All right.
Let me just roll another persuasion just for good measure. Because a 19's pretty good. A 19 is pretty
19's
good.
pretty damn good.
But I already said that I was going to roll for advantage on this one. So, wait. Hit the right one. Persuasion. Yeah, 19. 19!
You step out there and you yell, "Stop!" The two women who had just cut down the halfling turn and look at you immediately and just kind of pause where they're holding their weapons. And the other woman, she's kind of broader. She's surprisingly, for a lady in a dress, she's pretty strong looking. She falters for a moment as she looks over at you. And in that moment, the tiefling casts a spell and it hits her in her chest and she falls backwards. Before the tiefling turns around and glares at you. "D'Artagnan, I thought you'd never join us."
Hilda.
Close
Damien.
enough.
Sloane. One of the names that I heard. Hello there. Why are you fighting this human?
The two girls look at you and glare. "Are you with her?"
I am with myself and my companions. Which this one over here is not part of.
The two women look over at Sloane again. As she's standing there, readying another spell in her hand. "It's a shame. You could have killed so many more on this island if you had tried hard enough. Guess I'll just have to do it myself."
Do you realize you're killing human?
You think I didn't realize that already? And Sloane lets out several just streaks of light as they swirl and converge on the two women, hit them both, and they both grunt and groan before they turn back and start carving into her again. And they're fighting. 2 against 1, but somehow Sloane seems to be holding out. The halfling is bleeding out on the ground.
The halfling was part of the threesome?
Mm-hmm.
Or the foursome? Or the threesome?
Halfling guy.
I'm gonna yell to Ella. Ella, we have to protect them. They may look like monsters to you, but they are human, and they're getting hunted.
Sure, whatever you say. And she kind of pokes her head out and groans again, but she can see they're clashing with each other.
Go help the one that's bleeding out.
The one that's bleeding out. Oh, all right, if you want me to. And she goes over and tries to go over to the guy on the ground.
I'm gonna run. How far away is Sloane?
You could get there in a turn.
Okay. Can I run and try to use crossbow, sneak attack, and like kind of just stop her from being able to use her magic for like a little bit? Like maybe injure her hand, or like I'm gonna go, or like.
How about you make an attack roll?
Yeah, let me do an attack roll. Let's do that. Crossbow.
You got this, I believe.
Let's go. 17.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so that's gonna be 23.
You catch her right in the shoulder, and she kind of falls back a little bit and just groans from it. You think you're going to end me that easily?
You think this island is a place of amusement? Hunting? Sorry about that. I am the cops.
Just having a day, aren't you?
I
Poor
know,
kid.
right? Seriously. You think this place is a place made for your enjoyment, for your mortal combat? I did not mean to mean that one, Kayla.
I know. It turned into it. It's okay. She glares at you for a moment. This isn't a game. This island belongs to my god. And the two women you see get even angrier as they start slashing out at her.
What kind of god?
You filthy betrayed! Just die! The two women are just carving at this woman. And she keeps throwing up these shields, and their weapons are just bouncing against these magic shields. Make me one more attack.
I will. Am I close enough now to do the rapier?
You can run right up to her and cut her
Okay.
down with a sword if you want.
I would love to. I would love to, and I'm gonna do.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna duel it too.
Yeah.
Oh wow, those suck. Okay.
Still, that's enough. You carve into her. The
With
two
a
women are
flurry of like
and she's-
Darth Maul kind of.
she's throwing up these shields to like stop the two women, and in the moment of throwing up that shield, you see that opening right down the middle. And you sneak in between them, and with your two swords just carve between and just cut her gut open. She just You're not gonna stop us. He's coming.
Who is your god? Who is coming?
The beheaded one. He's coming. And he will see justice on all of you. Every single one of you will die. And the two women just scoff. And one of them steps forward. Your god has no more power here. And she just stabs her. And the breath leaves her and the light just leaves her eyes where she falls back down onto the ground.
I turn to her and I turn to the one who stabs her. I'm like, do you know this beheaded one?
It's the betrayed.
I
Malik warned us about it.
know nothing of this god. Can I get a little more like?
He was
insight
killed on
it?
this island. An old god was killed on this island because he thought he could serve his own justice as he saw fit. Personal grudges, anything that he wanted to. Where he was the judge and the jury. And the executioner.
Sounds like a shit god.
And now his followers are trying to come back to this island. Trying to take it back so they can resurrect him.
Question. Why do people perceive you guys as monsters?
Monsters.
And literally, not until recently we saw monsters here. Even Ella, that the half orc right there, she's kind of cool. She sees you guys as actual monsters.
Monsters? What are you talking about? And by this time, the other one has gone back to help tend to the third woman that was with them that had gotten cut down, trying to help her.
Ella. Can you describe to them what they look like? To you? It's okay. It's okay. Just tell them what you see.
She looks like a deranged pufferfish. I don't know what you want me to tell them. And quite frankly, the fact that you're having a conversation with that, I don't know how the hell you're understanding them, and it quite frankly is hurting my head a little bit. This is all really confusing, and the man who's lying there, basically in his own blood, is just coughs out this laugh. You're all so blind. And you're all going to serve one purpose or another. You couldn't even kill people on this island, right? That's okay.
Wait, is this
Just kill me now and get it over with. Feed my blood to the island. And Ella looks very confused, but I mean, if you want me to kill this guy, I'll kill him.
Wait, who said that?
The guy laying on the ground. The halfling. The one that had been fighting with Sloane.
No, let's not kill him. Let's see what we can do to keep him alive for a while. Information and all.
One of the ladies pipes up, the one that's ending to her other friend. If you want, we can head back into town. Malik is always open this late. The brothel will definitely take one more man to it.
Tempting offer, but we do have friends that we need to reconvene with. They might be okay. I
Who
don't
are your
know.
friends?
Little gnome, very, very precious. Sweet person. A bookish.
This is fun. This is fun for me personally, as Kayla. Tell me about your party members, Kent. What do you know? You've only been here since 2019.
It's been a year. We have a gnome, we have a halfling, and we have some sort of exotic half elf. Elf? Half elf? Not much is known about Xavier. They keep their information hidden, and I don't know. So they've shape-shifted a couple times.
Is Eli with you, Ella? And Ella kind of like looks confused and looks over at the lady as she talks to her, and is just, what did she say?
She asked if, well, first she said we should go back to the brothel. Is Eli with you? And I think you may know her.
Know her?
Wait,
Brothel? Wait, these are the ladies from the brothel?
what's your name, ma'am? Miss?
My name's Lila.
Her name's Lila. Do you know a Lila?
Shit, Lila?
Lila the pufferfish to you. I'm sorry. Sorry, Lila. I'm so sorry. They can't understand you right now, which is really weird. It's not weird. It's magic.
What the hell is going on? No, Eli isn't with me. He went with the others. He's, somewhere. I don't know. Going through tunnels. And they kind of pause for a moment and think about it. He might be down in the smugglers' tunnels. And if that's the case, we know a better entrance in town. You might as well come with us. We can help you find them.
Oh my god, Kayla. This is Kent, DM to DM. Do I see them because all magic has been taken, like all magical things, like because of the deck of many? Is that the reason why I'm able to see it, or is it something because of the drink? Sorry, I'm just like.
Does D'Artagnan realize this? I wonder.
D'Artagnan probably will realize it in like 3 days or so, because he's a.
Oh no!
He's a dense boy. Let's be honest. No, D'Artagnan might realize it. D'Artagnan might realize it. Holy shit. Father Swan just looks at Lila, dead Father Swan. Do you know of a Father Swan? He may or may not live on this island previously. I don't. He gave us these things that. Wait. Ella, do you have any magical items on you or anything weird that you may have been gifted?
Oh, you talking about what I got from Father Swan? She reaches down into her armor and she pulls out a necklace, and it's got this tiny little shell here at the end.
Take it off. Take it off. Rip it off.
Okay. And she yanks on the cord and it comes off. Immediately, you can see like a relief on her face. And she's just like, oh my God. This thing.
How's your headache?
It's gone. We need to find the others. We need to tell them this.
We have to find the others. Yep. Avast, we must go.
We need to get into town. Trust me, these ladies know what they're doing.
Hey, I trust you. And if you trust these wonderful fighters, then let's go.
Also, hear another dry laugh of, you guys aren't going to find them. They're not going to find them. They're going to end up just like the rest.
How about we put the necklace on him for a little while?
Go ahead. Try. And Ella's just, I think that's a good idea. You know? And she takes it and ties it around his neck, and immediately you see him writhe in more pain, especially as she picks him up and starts carrying him. He's just like recoiling away from her.
And can I do like a little bit of a shitty medicine check on him?
To help heal him and stabilize him?
Mm-hmm. Just a little shitty one.
Yeah, you stabilize him enough. You're able, you've done this at sea enough times. Probably mostly on yourself.
For real.
So you like take off like your bandana and wrap it around to like stop most of the bleeding. And you know he's gonna make it, but he's definitely not having a very pleasant ride as Ella starts carrying him into town, all of you.
So, brothels, is that profitable?
You want to find out?
I mean, could I do good work there?
Oh, you want to work there?
I mean...
You'd have to talk to Malik about that one.
Malik. That sounds like a cool name.
He's pretty hard, but once you get to know him, he's nice enough.
I like it hot.
You'll do just fine, honey.
Avast! Let's try to save our friends.
Kent, I think your camera froze. I think there is where we will bring... Oh no, Kent, what did you do? You broke the stream!
What did I do?
Your camera froze.
Did it really?
Yeah, I wonder if everybody's still in the same place.
Oh no!
Nope, you're now Bonishka, and yeah, okay. Well, let's bring everybody back in, and then Scrat can get it fixed, hopefully. You are walking back into town.
Okay, sounds good.
First of all, a little side note. Kent's camera froze, so now everybody's not in the right place. Sorry.
Check again.
Oh. Yeah, there we go. Okay, never mind.
Wait, so what?
You are all walking out of town with Eli, going to go look for D'Artagnan and Ella.
Do I need to,
But as you leave, you see them actually coming towards you. up the path, there are 2 ladies supporting a third as they're walking behind them. Ella is carrying a heavily wounded man, halfling, in her arms. But the rest, they look pretty fine.
What did the lady?
Oh wait, did we get Luca back? Yeah, you. Sorry.
Hi.
Hi. Sorry. I thought you were back already. You are walking out of town. At the same time, D'Artagnan and Ella, along with 3 ladies and a very heavily wounded halfling man, are walking towards you guys.
What do the ladies look like?
They're all wearing dresses that are pretty revealing.
Oh.
But they have swords on their sides. Walking in. It's like one of those... The skirt is purposely pulled up pretty high on the side to reveal like a lot of leg.
Yeah. Would you look at this? They are... As if they work.
Well, I suppose we would have to go looking for Mr. Captain Storm after all.
How's Dart looking?
Dart is pretty good. He's talking to one of the ladies and kind of like businessy but flirty at the same time.
Also the usual.
Do we see each other yet? Do we make eye contact? We probably.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
if
I'm
they
just
see
gonna
you,
be,
you see them.
I'm just gonna be yelling, "Take out your earpieces!"
At like normal volume. We know.
Great. He's like yellow whispering. I literally just found out 5 seconds ago.
Glad we are on the same page.
That does save some explaining.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
Who are these
I
people,
also might be
Captain?
working in a brothel soon if this doesn't pan out.
Wait, you are working in a brothel?
Potentially, all I have to do is be hard with Malik.
But you have a ship and a job.
You were gonna offer me a position on the ship. You already promised. I would like that to stay intact. If you don't mind, Captain.
I mean, always a little bit of fun on the side. You need your off days, right? Ella.
Sure.
Right. It's just, I'm putting it out there. I'm seeing what I can see with all these opportunities. Of course, shipping and exporting in goods are always my #1 priority, but like, you know.
But the goods. You want the goods.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ella, we get each other.
I have lived in a brothel way too long.
It's just as I feared. The captain and Ella have grown strangely close.
Javier like looks at both of them, then looks at Shelby and just makes this face like.
And then, Shelby!
Yes, Captain.
By this time, you guys would be already up to each other. You're yelling for really no reason other than you feel like it.
I've missed you! It feels like 2 weeks!
Captain, we hurt people.
I may or may not have killed a woman.
What, just now?
But since?
Oh yeah, she like acted like she knew me, and then she started attacking these wonderful brothel people, or just people. They're just people. They're people. And I was like, they're fighting human. And then I talked to Ella, and Ella was like, they're monsters. And I'm like, no, no, no. And then they're talking about some beheaded, the beheaded one.
Mm-hmm.
Have you? So
God
you-
ghost thing. Yeah, we're up to speed, I think.
All right, all right. Okay. We went on a walk around the island, or just a little bit of it. And Ella might be my friend mate on the ship
Boatswain,
soon.
boatswain. Don't worry, I'm not going to take your place, Shelby. I don't want to take your place.
What's
No
a
one could replace Shelby.
boatswain?
Boatswain? I don't know what it's. I don't know.
Oh, you
It's
mean a
someone
person
who's-
that's
bosun?
on the bosun. Yeah, there we go.
She's gonna
It's
be
either
a
or.
bosun,
Same word.
and you're gonna be a boat.
It is.
float.
Fuck you, Scrat. It's the same word.
If no
Shelby
one
is-
says boatswain, that's weird.
Yeah, but it's the same one. I don't know. Don't continue.
Well, come on, Ella, you'd better come on the ship and visit our forecastle.
Shelby, be nice.
Sorry, Captain.
Shelby had a little bit to drink.
Shelby, have you been drinking?
A little bit.
I only
Are you
had
of age
one
again?
glass the size of my head.
Are you of age again?
I don't know, I think so.
How
You
old
look
is-
normal age.
Okay. Well, welcome back to normal size Shelby. So much taller than you were.
Still 2'8", Captain.
You were like 2'4" for a while.
Was, yeah.
So, where did you find him?
Oh, he's one of the cultists. I'm just gonna call him a cultist because he's the bad. Oh, also, just putting this together as well. Captain Thornton might be in on this.
Oh yes, he is.
Oh yes, and
Okay.
probably Father Swan.
No shit, fathers. Sorry. Of course, Father Swan. The thing he gave us made us see monsters.
So far,
Jackson.
we have-
Also, Jackson. We have to protect Jackson. I think he's like a captive or getting manipulated. And Jackson, yeah,
Which one's Jackson?
the one you put to sleep,
The
And-
Navigator.
who didn't make his bed.
He didn't.
I mean, that would be ideal. That's for personal reasons, honestly.
The thing is, we know there are about, I would say, how do you say, 6 people, 6, 7 individuals going off the account by Oberon. And so far we have identified with name and face 5.
Well, Sloan is dead. If that's the name you
Sloan-
have.
Well,
Like, dead, or maybe dead like cultist dead. Do they have necromancers or very determined healers?
Ooh. Ooh.
Same.
Hmm.
it's assumed dead for now.
I mean, there was a couple of gashes, and then Lila over here stabbed them in the face.
I like her.
So, she's mine. I like her too. She's cool people.
Wow.
She's good vibes. I don't know. I'm saying she's mine. You can't own someone. That's not what I meant. She's like mine people. Like I feel for her. Good vibes coming from that one of Aston.
Oh wow, Captain D'Artagnan, you feel for her?
I feel good strength from her.
Oh, okay.
Is that because of her great assets, or is that because
Of course, it's her great asset. She has a great asset of knife killing people.
It's 5 gold, by the way.
Plus, she's way too expensive for me.
so? Is he like dead?
Damien,
or-
named Damien or
Yes.
Hilda, I don't know.
No, this is Damien.
He's definitely not dead. He's in a lot of pain.
We may have put
And
a necklace on him. He's seeing monsters right now and headaches. Because
Serves him right.
deserves it.
Javier like gets in front of him and he's like, he like pats his cheek. Hey,
each pat, he's just lot of
Oh, just poke his head. Just poke it right there. Poke it right
oh,
there.
this is fun.
Just what if we both touch him at the same time?
This doesn't
How's your-
feel right.
he just
Shelby, if you measure your own worth by the good and the bad things that you do, it will be very complicated. Just go with the moment.
Shelby, this guy had brought pain to others and killed people, and I feel like he should reap some of the reward of karma.
Isn't
Yes, and also
karma a
this is very
cosmic
fun.
entity that should do that for you? You don't have to embody karma. I thought karma was an embodiless spirit.
Perhaps karma is, but revenge is very much a personal thing, and
I can smell the smoke off of Kent's brain from here.
No, I wanted to be very Kent in that comeback, but I am very D'Artagnan right now, so I can't. Because Kent would be like, we're extensions of karma, bitch.
I just don't think it's right to like mess with someone and use the magic items they used on us to like torture them. Doesn't that make that just as bad as them?
yes.
Yes. No. They're
So?
hunting people. We're trying to get information out of them, Avast.
Well, I wasn't saying I was going to torture him. I'm just
Looks pretty upset.
well, I'm also very upset. You can't see it on my face, but in my heart, I am deeply upset. So we are on the same level. He just shows it more than I.
So
I think-
you are stooping to his level then.
Oh yes, I definitely am. But you are a better person than me, Shelby, and we already established that from day one.
Oh.
I think we should have a little talk with this man. Or,
We can always bring him back to the brothel.
does that sound as safe as any?
Is Eli safe?
Eli's with them, yeah.
Okay.
He's definitely happy to see his sister and very concerned. At first, he was happy and pleased when he was watching you guys do the whole touch thing. But the moment Shelby said what he said, he's just kind of now like,
But yeah, no. It's so D'Artagnan in it. Just like Shelby might be right, and I might be a bad person. Why does Shelby look up to this is all in his head, just why is Shelby looking up to me? What, I'm a horrible person.
Because you're taller than him.
Dang.
Up to everyone.
Anyway, I think we should go to the brothel and maybe take this necklace off of him and get some information. I stabilized him, by the way. He was pretty wounded, but, you know, information. We should see what else we can get. Because I don't know that much about the dark one, the headless.
He's only stable. Should I, like, pop a little bit of healing into him so he's not...
Maybe like 1%.
Be healed. He gets 5.
he's definitely looking a little bit better. Though when you do go to do the healing word, he kind of like recoils away and just isn't happy about it. But it still takes effect. And he gets healed.
It's only verbal, so
He still, as you guys know from wearing the earrings, when you guys talk, It's a lot of voices just layered over voices. So it's like just in compounding on his own migraine that he is now suffering. How he is just like, yes, hurt him more.
I think we should take the earring off of him.
Yes, that might be good.
It's a necklace, Shelby. It was Ella's necklace that we put on him.
Shall we carry him back?
Yeah, let's do it. And Eli reaches over and takes the necklace off of him, where he kind of rests back, but is still very angry and can't seem to get away from Ella's strength as she's like holding on to him so tight. But you guys turn around and head back into the town.
Is he not tied up?
We've got him tied up, I thought.
He is a halfling, but from what you can tell how wounded he is, he's still kind of not able to fight a giant half-orc woman who is pretty damn strong.
She's amazing.
If you would like to tie him up, we can take the time to do that.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll just, you know,
Tie him up real quick.
just real quick. Just real quick. I know what halflings are, you know,
Capable of.
strength capable of. I'm not gonna put anything past him.
right, because you're a halfling.
Sure am.
We had a whole thing. Whispers. Fun whispers, Ken. Fun whispers. So you guys head back into town. You finish tying him up so that he can't get away. It's about the time that you're finishing tying him, Luca. You notice it looks like a little bit of paper moving. Then you look at it closer and it's like shaped like a spider and crawling across the ground, but it's paper.
Oh, I would love to catch that, please.
Give me an acrobatics roll. Trying to catch up to it. 14. You manage to catch up with it, and the first swipe that you go for misses. And then you swipe again and manage to just barely miss it, but you catch it and it kind of tumbles over itself. Or finally you just stomp on it with your foot and it falls flat.
I'm okay with that. I would like to gingerly pick up this paper spider. Is it like I don't know, like cut in the shape of a spider, or is it like folded in the shape of a spider?
You pick it up, and immediately once you pick it up, it starts to kind of like jerk and move a little bit more again. It is folded, like origami style, into the shape of a spider. And as you're holding it, it continues to move and kind of like judders its feet.
Okay, I'll just start unfolding it then.
You unfold the paper. It has another message similar to that, what you've already seen. But this one has not only the symbol drawn on it, but just underneath that symbol is one that you recognize. It's one from your home. One that a lot of the leaders from your home wore.
So I would recognize this as like part of the monastery clan. I'm just going to it's another one of those for the weak and weary, for the betrayed and forgotten notes. Just put it in my pocket. Not say anything about the symbol.
That might be how they're getting them all around. Sorry, Shelby.
Oh, it's alright. There seems to be a lot of those. Are you sure there's just 6? I've cast silence on you, I think, have you?
Oh,
No, actually, no, I can hear you. Sorry, I just thought you were talking, but you weren't. It was.
Oh, no, I was going to say that according to the account by Oberon, he saw what he thought about a handful of people, so 6 or 7, present at the ritual that caused the scar. So if there might be more, but if the account is right, then there should be about 6 handful of people who are the hardcore, I would say.
How do we find them and stop?
Maybe this man will tell us.
Well, are you taking into account the entire ship full of Thornton's men?
That was what I was curious about. I'm wondering what you think. Because when we were on the ship, you saw the monster, right?
Did I?
Well, we
think I-
saw a monster.
We
when
did.
it was fished out of the water. And I asked them, because it just appeared to me that if the captain is one of them, why, if only we had the earrings, did all the men react to the monster?
Mind games.
Yeah, I was thinking the ship is magic.
Also, do you remember that maybe I just saw it, or there was a ceremonial ritual blade in the captain's quarters?
There was what?
There's a
think
dagger
Yes. Maybe an aura
That-
or something.
from my perception and insight check that I did today. It was a ceremonial athame kind of thing. So
Javier's just like staring at D'Artagnan like,
So I'm just gonna say that maybe there are more than just the 5 or 6, because if you think about it, there's a whole ship full of cultists, possibly that Avast could be in on this, and that have Jackson as their navigator, who may or may not know that he's under their control.
In? Where's your ship?
Back at we left my ship back at port when we went with Captain Thornton, right?
Oh no.
Oh,
Left it in the cultist's hands?
Javier's gonna kick the halfling. If he's not just kick his leg, like.
Are you
hey-
gonna high kick? Because he's up in Ella's arm still.
Oh, is he hiking? I thought we already put him down. So I was like, I'm just gonna kick his knee or something like that.
Kayla.
I was saying you guys are already at the bar at this point, and she's put him down on the ground.
Could I? Was it just me and Shelby on the ship previously, or did I have an entire group of people that I worked with that are there protecting in it? Or
Well, you didn't sail a big ship by yourself, did you, Captain?
True. That's. I'm sure that the Sapphire Winds is not at port because our third mate, Jack Spaharo, usually goes on runs while we're gone. Shelby, don't you remember that, Shelby?
Either way, Captain, it's not here, so how are we going to chase down a ship full of cultists without your ship?
Maybe Jack followed the ship per my.
You've got the wrong bird, Captain. It's Jack Swallow.
Jack Swallow. Right.
It's even worse. It's even worse.
Well, actually, his name's Jim Swallow, but we call him Jack.
Can I go to Malik?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna, like,
Anywhere but here.
Yeah. He's already come out from behind the bar, very interested on what you've brought back. He goes over to the guy and starts looking him over as well.
I think we're going to need just for 15 minutes tops a small back room just to have a little chat. If you have any.
If you don't mind, I'd like to be in on that chat.
Oh, that is
First, he reaches over and kind of pulls this guy's armor off, and he's not making it easy. Every time Malik tries to rip something off, he purposely is like pulling back or like weakly trying to push him away. But this is a very larger than average dwarf roughing up a small wounded halfling. It's kind of no competition. He finally rips off his chest piece and kind of pulls his shirt open, and you see there, tattooed right over his heart, is another one of those symbols. Sure as shit. All right, let's get him. You pick him up and kind of bring him in the back room and shut the door. It takes a while of convincing, but the guy talks.
How does it talk? How do we get him to talk? I think we. Well, yeah.
It's mostly power and numbers that eventually gets him to talk. There's really no getting out of this situation now. And when he does, it's a lot of rambling of you're all going to pay for this. You're all going to pay. All my life, it's always been people picking on me. And it's not going to be like that anymore once he comes back.
I am crying. Look at all my tears. Kulmot is still murder. So tell me a little bit more about yourself.
Tell me how many you killed.
How many I killed?
Yeah.
Why would you like to know?
I would like to know how many you killed. That's why you came here in the first place, right?
Yes, and I
To
would
get
like
rid of
to
all the
know-
monsters.
I would like to know why it is of any importance to you. Can I roll persuasion for that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a roll. As a 19.
I want to know. Because I want to know how many sick, twisted traitors on this island you got rid of for us.
Is that the only reason?
Well, that. And a
Excuse
little
me,
bit more blood for the soil. Yeah.
Mr. Damien. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I believe the definition of traitor would mean that they would have to be at one point in league with you. So you can't really call them traitors since they were never actually part of your cult. But do carry on.
No, they're traitors long back before that. They killed a god. And you think that was just gonna go away?
Hi.
Or they tried
Hi.
to kill a god?
Hi there. Hi.
God, not this guy again. What?
A god? Like a real god, or is it someone from another plane that you guys are like, ooh, a god?
You wanna test him?
I mean, I come from another plane. Does that make me a god?
No.
It just makes you
Okay.
annoying.
Well,
Don't be rude to the captain.
why do you follow this god, and or why is this like?
Because he's gonna make everybody pay.
So what is the big plan? You hire mercenaries, you make them kill the entire population with the idea of, oh, we are killing monsters, woohoo. And then what?
I thought you were dumb. I thought you were a bit smarter than I thought.
I am, I just want you to say it.
The more blood fed to this island, the stronger he will be when he comes back.
Yes, that is what I thought. And
If-
let me guess, they were underground are parts of the people you wanted to keep safe from us.
Yeah. Keep them all down there. Where else will we hole up and hide? Closer to him. Oh god, I can't wait till he comes back. All this will be over. Whole island, myself rewarded. And I won't have to talk to any of you.
Don't worry.
Sorry, Mr. Damien, how is it that the god is going to make everyone pay if everyone is dead? I'm assuming that they need the blood sacrifice to raise him. So, how does that work, please?
It's not just you. Everyone. Everyone who's ever wronged somebody. They'll all pay.
So you'll pay.
If I have to.
So only people who have been pure of heart and who have never done anything bad in their life will pay.
You killed somebody.
So did you. So did
I
a lot
watched
of
you
people.
cut down my friend. I was
You were
skulking around in the
attacking
dark.
people. You were attacking people, and
Then I will
I was
pay
protecting.
in blood.
Then how do you get an island to yourself?
Once I've paid my price, because I brought him back, I'll live in his graces forever.
Okay, because
Is he limited to this island, or is he advancing to the mainland?
They'll be everywhere.
Yes, that's a heck of a way to travel.
I'd only expect that from the small-minded.
So where is your rendezvous going to be?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yes, I would.
You're not going to interrupt it. You're not going to stop it. It's going to happen either way. Father Swan is on the island,
Oh, he is here.
and he's going to get all of you.
Oh, he's coming to us.
That's convenient.
That is very convenient. I was.
You think that's convenient.
Yes, it saves me a boat ride.
He's been blessed. And your blood will be his weapon to cut all of you down.
Right, so it sounds like we need to evacuate the tunnels and possibly apprehend this Father Swan. Maybe, I don't know, put him someplace he can't do anything.
Ooh, is there anything we can, like, every good ritual has like a ritual area that, that needs to be protected and intact to kind of like, keep a ritual going.
The
Maybe
lighthouse?
we destroy the lighthouses or something if that is where the rituals are going on. So maybe that'll not you can't you if there's no ritualized place to do the ritualized thing, you can't really revive a god if he was a god. I don't know. I feel like a god, you know.
That's what you think, isn't it?
I mean, I'm just learning of this god right now, so like this seems kind of new to me.
Those lighthouses were the last thing standing in our way. Now that they're all destroyed, or at least the two around the island that matter the most. He'll be back.
So, remind me again what the god needs our blood for?
Who else but those who have wronged everyone on this island? Killed people. Innocent people.
No, I'm sorry, but he needs our blood to... And where? Are we part of the ritual?
You were convenient tools. How do you not understand that? You're the one writing down everything all the time.
Yes, well, I'm afraid I'm not so big on islands. It's a whole new world for me.
These bastards all around us, and he spits at one of the ladies, and especially Malik, as he glares at him. These were the only ones standing in the way. The ancestors are the ones who originally cut him down. And you were killing off a good number on the other side of the island. And then they started killing themselves. But some of them just didn't get it. Fighting next to a burning outpost. Doesn't matter. You'll all pay. He'll come back. Justice will be done.
So, say we wanted to hurry your little ceremony along and offer our dear hearts and minds and bodies on a civil platter to our dear Lord and Savior, Father Swan.
Say we do. What
Where
then?
do we go?
You think I'm gonna tell you?
Yes, you
Yes.
are.
Really? The one who
You
was
definitely are.
touching me and making my head feel like it was gonna explode. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Javier kind of looks at Shelby. He's like, oh, God.
Shelby is like looking at the prisoner and looking at all of you, and like, nothing's. He's not moving or anything. He's looking quite emotionless. There might be a faint glow around him.
Where are our manners? Would you like some water before you kill us all? Or your god kills us all? You might be a little parched. You seem like you've lost a lot of blood yourself.
Go ahead. I got all the time in the world.
I'll look at like Layla or someone, be like, fetch this guy a nice pint of water.
And they leave. Come back with a full pitcher and a glass and set it down by him.
There you go. Refreshing, isn't it?
Sure.
Wonder how it would taste when you resurrect this god of death.
Even sweeter. I heard you met Sister Rosemary. How was that? At least 4 of you did.
Very kind.
She always is.
Sister Rosemary?
She was in the tunnels. She is now currently leading a group of refugees, among which a fair number of kids.
You notice that the prisoner, the guy, Damien, he's pretty much gone pretty silent at this point. You don't know how much more you're going to get out of him.
What do we do with him?
Well, I think he's said all he wants to say. Killing him wouldn't be the best idea, because that would... No, death would be too easy.
It is convenient.
Can we perhaps send him to your plane, potentially? Certainly take him out of the way.
Isn't that underwater?
It is it's very underwater. It is ridiculously underwater.
Then I hope he can swim.
Not all of it. Border between the Earth plane and the water plane's got rocks on it, hasn't it?
Oh, that is a location.
It does. It does have rock. Yes. We could send him off to the water plane. I'm sure my family will treat them well.
It removes him from the picture, keeps him alive, so there's no extra blood anywhere, and he can't go telling anyone that we know what's what now.
I think
I
that's
like
the most... I think that's a good idea.
Do you have a way to?
We have to look for a spot where the ocean touches the rock at a certain time. I don't remember all. Shelby, do you remember how it goes? I've forgotten again.
Shelby's still glowing, by the way. If anything, he's glowing a little bit brighter.
Shelby, is it possibly, are you doing something to glow, or is this maybe the island curse again? Like the blue and the falling?
No. No curse, no glowing. I'm gonna try and quench the glowing.
Quench the glowing.
Not what I expected.
What? Shelby. You're glowing profusely. You are like a shining beacon of light right now.
Been a long day.
Shelby, this is not a time for secrets.
Thought you were going to hurt him.
Anger
you
got the
want
best of
wrong,
me
but
at first.
What? Explain the glowing.
I let the glow fully glow, and celestial light envelops Shelby. I made a deal so that I could heal people better, and now when I let the glowy stuff happen, I have extra. I can do lots more. I can, and I get this as well. And I Eldritch Blast the wall.
That was beautiful, Shelby.
I only took a little bit of it.
Who'd you make a pact with?
I don't know, but they were really nice.
What do you call
Shelby.
them?
Did you sign something? In blood or in ink? Or both?
Ink.
In ink that was not from your body or ink that was from your body?
In ink. What's wrong with you?
Shelby.
Sometimes it is simply a verbal agreement, or not even that.
Did they require your soul at all?
I don't think so.
Do you have said contract here of thou on
don't
you?
be silly. People don't get to keep contracts they sign.
Here's the contract to my ship right here.
You keep that on you.
Of course I do. It is my property from Captain Barbosa. Come on. Shelby.
And I really hope you don't draw the ruin card ever.
I think I have.
No, you drew talons.
Oh. Oh, the ruins card. Ah, it's Rever!
Okay.
Sorry, that was from another game. So you can Eldritch Blast or something.
I don't know what that is. It's just like a pretty firework thing.
I want to do exactly the same.
Oh, yours is dark and spooky.
Mine is probably purple, yeah. It is the same.
Well, there is a bit of a difference. Shelby's, when it comes out, is a little bit more of a spring color, like a spring green. When it hits the wall, it's kind of like a big flash of bright light. Yours, when it comes out, is more. It's like electricity is around it as it hits the wall. And Malik's over there. Can we stop shooting my bar?
I am sorry. I was aiming for the wall.
Sorry. D'Artagnan's just like, yeah, aiming for the wall. There's a window right there. There's a window right there.
It's very simple, though. I remember the contract easily. It was protect the innocent always, and then eventually I can go to this nice executive place where everyone's really nice.
Shelby,
But you're doing a good job of that.
you are doing amazing at it. What is this executive place called?
Plane? I don't know.
Shelby's gonna be a god.
Shelby, are you a god in training?
I definitely don't think so.
You glow like a god.
I'm definitely a bard.
For now.
For-
Anyway,
Luca. Oh, nope, continue.
we can't kill him.
No, we weren't gonna kill him. This god, though, this god, not your god that you're hanging out with, or you. My head hurts.
Good.
Yeah,
The
you
headless
reap-
one.
Oh, the headless one, yes.
The headless one. The god.
You reap
Probably
what
a-
you sow. So far, all that god has sown is blood.
Blood for the blood god. Kind of thing.
I feel like we need to find a way to deal with this guy and then try to either take a look at the lighthouse or just go and see if we can find our former employer / best friend in the entire world.
Indeed.
Yep.
Be ideal, honestly. Especially if these towers were supposed to be, I don't know, something stopping this guy.
Maybe there is something that will help us. Malik, do you have a basement or something like that?
Don't worry, we can put him up somewhere real nice.
Oh, I am trusting you.
Just don't hurt him too much.
My ladies are nothing but gentle.
I trust the expertise of your employees.
Luca, I'm assuming you've been taking notes this whole time.
Oh yeah.
You flip over to a fresh page. But there's already text written there. And it's in handwriting you've seen before. Specifically from a letter that you saw. I know what you need. I know what you seek. We can help you. Who's more betrayed than those at your monastery?
Everyone else look at Javier, because Shelby does.
Not Javier, it's Luca's book.
Oh, Luca, sorry.
Luca's reading this to herself. But I think that's where we will end for today.
I'm already goddamn. Well,
Yeah.
everyone. Yes, indeed. Well, we are going to go and take another break. We're going to run some credits, which I've definitely prepared beforehand, and I'm not going to open right now.
You poor thing. You need to rest this weekend. Self-care. Shelby is a saint. So
Literally.
is Scrat.
Literally a
Shelby.
saint.
How dare you secret warlock on me?
Talking of this weekend, I know I did totally secret warlock you, and I felt bad about it the whole time. Talking of this weekend, though, looks like we might be doing a little stream this weekend to try and raise some funds towards our monthly goals, which are posted in the Discord. You can see how angry that's made everyone, but you know, little 6-hour stream, a little 6-hour stream, teeny little 6-hour stream.
Scrat.
Yes.
I better not see you anywhere online on Sunday.
You better,
Sir.
Don't you no.
He's gonna tee.
Don't
I'm
you?
gonna cyberbully
don't
you off Twitch on Sunday.
Check out our sponsors, everyone. First of all, Hero Forge. We just was here speaking about Hero Forge just a second ago. The Kickstarter's already beaten $2 million. It's also beaten 1.5 million Great British pounds, which is ridiculous. And they've just released some new stretch goals, including multiple creatures to stand and objects to stand on your base.
Kobolds.
Kobolds was just released just a couple of days ago. Also we've got heavy weapons, like huge weapons. There's a picture of like a mini gun on that. It looks like a kobold maybe. And at 2.3 million we have more mounts, and there's a picture of a bear mount, which looks crazy. Also, check out Mage Hand Press. Mage Hand Press created the Dark Matter expansion for 5e, now available in hardback from their website. Use our code for a 15% discount. And also, check out the Deck of Many, who made these wonderful cards. I didn't draw the skull this time, Kayla. Who made these wonderful flash cards for the Deck of Many animated things.
Still feel like it's calling everybody out, though? A little bit?
Yeah, a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Also, they made the Humblewood setting, which will be appearing next season. We are gonna go on a break. No. That was to a private message, don't worry about that. We are gonna go on a break. We'll see you in about 15-20 minutes. We'll be live again at 10 p.m. EST. And between the streams, I might chill, maybe play a little bit of Overwatch or something. I just fancy doing a chill little Overwatch stream, you know. That's where the fun's at, I hear. Until next time, everyone. See you next week at this time for more Isle of Blythesmoth. Make sure you check out the credits for all of these wonderful people and all the wonderful things they do. See you next week. Doodles.